All right. So we're going to talk today about something that is crucial for dealing with repertorization. Very often, when we are messing about with repertorizing, we have to deal, before you can get into the repertory, you have to deal with the what do I care about? Because the truth is that the repertory has every important symptom you need, hopefully, and 9 zillion symptoms that are true for your client, but don't matter. So there are two different ways that we talked about where the true but don't matter thing can happen. One of them is the Sherlock Holmes, that which is common is not useful. So if somebody tells you, I have diabetes, and you say, tell me about your symptoms, and they say, I have to pee all the time. And then you think, check, common for diabetes, not a problem. And if they say, I am fine the rest of the time, but starting about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and going through till maybe 5 or 6 in the evening, I have to pee every 5 minutes. It's like, where did it all come from? And then after I get through that 3 or 4 hour time, I go back to normal. That's not common for diabetes, is it? The frequent urination, yes. But frequent urination between 3 and 6 or 7 in the evening and not at the rest of the day? Do you wake up in the night to pee? No. Do you feel an urgent need when you first wake up in the morning? No. The only time is then. Okay, well, that's weird. So what this means is that we have to look at what's common and what's individualizing. What is strong and striking? Those are the words that Hahnemann used. Strong and striking. So that we have an idea, oh, there's things in here that we need, and there's also a whole bunch of stuff in here that we don't care about, and it's not going to help us find a good remedy. So last time we went through with our Venn diagrams. I love Venn diagrams. We looked at what is the pattern of repertorization that we're working with. How do we take this aspect and this aspect and this aspect of the case and overlay them with each other and find out what is the remedy, or what are the few remedies that cover all of that. So today we're going to back up from that. Now that we know that's our goal, that's what we're doing. We're reviewing to make sure that this basic idea of getting what's the pattern, how does that show up in Materia Medica? That's our goal. What we're going to do today is step back from that and say, what is strong and striking? How do I get really good at seeing what is strong and striking? Because the truth is that when I first started using the repertory, there was an awful lot of garbage in, garbage out. I remember when I was in homeopathic school, and I learned repertory from Lynn Amara. So those of you who have sat in on the skin classes or other things that Lynn has been doing, you know she's all about the repertory. So I remember at the beginning, she would give us a case, give us information, and I'd be looking at it thinking, I have no idea what's important here. I didn't know yet how to identify what is strong and striking and to say, that's what we care about. That's what we need to repertorize. That's what's crucial in this case. So we're just going to do like a little strong and striking boot camp today, if that's okay with all of you guys. And we're going to do it with a little video case that lasts maybe 3 minutes. And I'm going to play it twice just to make sure that you get the gist of it, because it's only like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something. And then we're going to talk about it. We're going to identify what's strong and striking. We're going to identify what about that we want to find in the repertory. And then we're going to identify rubrics. Okay, so we'll see how far we get in our process today. You guys ready? You with me? Okay. So you can see here, now this is not a real case. This is an actor that is recreating a real case. This is actually one of my clients who I said, can I bother you to sit in front of the camera and do this with me? Partly because she's so like this anyway, and I don't think she really realized that, because you can't have somebody who's like in slow burrito carb mode all of a sudden do a veratrum album manic case. You got to find somebody who's kind of that way. All right. So this case is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And you'll hear her as she starts talking. I want you to imagine that this is your friend or your client or your sister or your whoever it is. Somebody is calling you. So I just want to imagine that you are on the other end of the phone listening to this. Now, we actually have the advantage in that we get to also see her. So you could also imagine that somebody has just walked into your office or walked into your kitchen or walked into wherever and is right here in front of you in this state. So I invite you to have your ever-present pad of paper and your pen. And I want you to, the first time we watch it, I don't want you to worry at all about what she says. I just want you to watch her and see what does she feel like to you. Okay, and then we'll watch it the second time, and then I do want you to worry about what she says. Are we ready? I love homeopathy. Isn't it the most amazing thing? Okay, so I've got the volume turned up. You guys are going to hear this through the speakers on my computer.
Hi, Karen, it's me, and I'm so sorry. I have to talk to you today. I know I can't get an appointment, but I have to talk to you. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, this morning, and this is like 6 hours ago now. This morning I went to the gym. I did my usual thing at the gym. I bought this drink. It's a drink I've never bought before. It's some energy zone something thing, and it's got a bunch of stuff in it, like guarana, blah, 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 a bunch of herbs, bunch of kind of, I don't know what, a lot of shit is in it, and I thought it would be fine. I feel right now like I've had like 40 cups of coffee, and my whole day is walking through my day wanting to bite everybody's head off. And I don't even, I mean, the neighbors are moving their furniture, and that makes me want to kill them. So something is going on. It's my body, like my body is really anxious. I feel like my heart is going really, really fast, but also just like mentally, I can't fucking separate everything, like kids screaming out in the hallway. I can't deal with it. Something's going on and I need to get rid of it. And it hasn't gone away. Like it's been since this morning, since like 9:30 when I took this thing all day long. I've tried to take my pulse. I've tried to just, like put my fingers on my wrist and try to take my pulse. But if I do that, I just know it's going really, really fast. Like I can barely count it. And I can feel my pulse is like throbbing through me, like through my whole body. Really fast, really hard. It's that sort of like heart beating in your ears kind of feeling. Fingers on my, I feel like I have it like, I feel really like coiled up, like I have a spring inside me that's really, really tight. I feel really jittery, like I'm on edge. Like coffee does not do this to me. I mean, I haven't done coffee in a while, but like last time I did coffee, it didn't do this. So something about whatever I took, whatever I drank is like making me totally like, it's like I'm gonna spring any second, like really fast. Yeah, so right now, the way that I feel like I feel like I'm not gonna sleep for like 40 years. I don't know. I feel totally, I mean, I don't know if this is what people, like when people are on, maybe this is like what meth is like. I don't know, but it sucks. And I feel like I just have to have something to bring me down so that I have to have something so that I can know that I'm gonna be calm again.
Wow. Okay. So, how did it feel just to watch her? How did it feel just to be observing her energy? What was strong? If you had to choose two things that are strong and striking, give me two or three words of your observation of Donetta. Anxious, rapid, frantic. Yes, those are fantastic words. Did you notice, everybody, how, Maria's used the word rapid here. Did you notice how fast she's talking? And I just have to, and then I drank those and I went to the gym. Where else do we see rapid? We see it in her speech. What else does she say is rapid? She's got these fast hand movements. She's kind of jittery. And her heartbeat. Yes, Dot. She said, my pulse is so fast I can't count it. Hypersensitive to noise. Yes. Yeah, she's jittery. And what is she comparing this to? This experience she's having, right? She says this is like, maybe it's like people who take meth, like drugs. What else does she compare it to? 40 cups of coffee. That's right. Okay. All right. So take a breath, put your hand on your heart, and take a breath. How was it for you being in the presence of that? Did you feel kind of jittery by the time you got to the end of it? Did you feel different at the end of watching that than you did at the beginning inside yourself? Yeah. So when we are in the presence of a state, it can affect us and it can make it hard for us to perceive that state because we sort of get tangled up in it. I remember a guy who came into my office one time who told me one of the saddest, most dreadful, my my company got bought, I got fired, a rock fell on my foot, my dog stole my truck, my girlfriend shot me, and I'm drunk in a gutter in a country western song. That was the kind of thing. It was like every single aspect of his life was either recently broken, currently on fire, or in some state of dreadful. And as he told me his story and told me how suicidal he was and that he was planning to take his life, I remember thinking, that doesn't sound like such a bad idea given where you are right now. You're so miserable. Dead sounds better than where you are right now. And so we have these moments where we have to see ourselves thinking and saying, oh, no, wait. You're the homeopath here. You're not allowed to get mixed up, tangled up in this person's state. We can't get hypnotized by their state. We have to be the unprejudiced observer. So this is where Hahnemann tells us in Aphorism 6 of the Organon, it's our job to observe what is different from normal. So if you notice yourself getting tangled up in the client's case, it's good to put your hand on your heart, take a breath. I'm me, this is me, that's you. My feet are on the ground. I can feel my feet. I can breathe. Because sometimes it's not as overt as this. But what's strong and striking is what comes into your body very often. So if you watch this and you feel all riled up, That's strong and striking. If it wasn't strong and striking, it couldn't come and impact you that way. And in that way, our body is like this really nice antenna that directs our attention to that which needs healing. We just have to be careful and not get too carried away with it, like my client where I thought, yeah, dead might be a better option for you. Okay, are you ready? Now you got your pen and paper? And we're going to watch this again. And I want you to note down the symptoms that you think you would repertorize, the symptoms that are clear, strong, and striking in her case. Okay, 2 minutes, 23 seconds, and we're going to go through it again. Here we go.
Hi, Karen, it's me, and I'm so sorry. I have to talk to you today. I know I can't get an appointment, but I have to talk to you. Okay, here's the thing, okay? This morning, and this is like 6 hours ago now. This morning I went to the gym. I did my usual thing at the gym. I bought this drink. It's a drink I've never bought before. It's some energy zone something thing, and it's got a bunch of stuff in it, like guarana, blah, 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 a bunch of herbs, bunch of kind of, I don't know what, a lot of shit is in it, and I thought it would be fine. I feel right now like I've had like 40 cups of coffee, and my whole day is walking through my day wanting to bite everybody's head off. And I don't even, I mean, the neighbors are moving their furniture, and that makes me want to kill them. So something is going on. It's my body, like my body is really anxious. I feel like my heart is going really, really fast, but also just like mentally, I can't fucking separate everything, like kids screaming out in the hallway. I can't deal with it. I'm really, something's going on and I need to get rid of it. And it hasn't gone away. Like it's been since this morning, since like 9:30 when I took this thing all day long. Yeah, I've tried to take my pulse. I've tried to just, like put my fingers on my wrist and try to take my pulse. But if I do that, I just know it's going really, really fast. Like I can barely count it. And I can feel my pulse is like throbbing through me, like through my whole body. Really fast, really hard. It's that sort of like heart beating in your ears kind of feeling. Fingers on my, I feel like I have it like, I feel really like coiled up, like I have a spring inside me that's really, really tight. I feel really jittery, like I'm on edge. Like coffee does not do this to me. I mean, I haven't done coffee in a while, but like last time I did coffee, it didn't do this. So something about whatever I whatever I drank is like making me totally like, it's like I'm gonna spring any second, like really fast. Yeah, so right now, the way that I feel like I feel like I'm not gonna sleep for like 40 years. I don't know. I feel totally, I mean, I don't know if this is what people, like when people are on, maybe this is like what meth is like. I don't know, but it sucks. And I feel like I just have to have something to bring me down so that I have to have something so that I can know that I'm going to be calm again.
Whew. Okay. Well, that was big. So, what do we think? If you were to choose something strong and striking in her mental state, give me some ideas. And I'm going to write them here on my little cheat sheet, and we'll all gather it together, okay? All right, what you got? Let's start, this is a good question from Marie. Do you want symptoms or rubrics? Let's start with symptoms and identify, and there's a good reason for that. This is a really good question that Marie has asked. Very often we will have, especially as we get more proficient and more experienced with the repertory, we will have a tendency to, as soon as we identify a feature of the case, to grab the rubric for it. Now, there are times when there are multiple features of the case that blend together that would prompt us to grab a different rubric. So for example, maybe somebody has something in their left jaw. And so you grab something in the face section about their left jaw. And then they have something in their left rib cage. And so you grab something in the chest section about their left rib cage. And then they've got something about their left knee. And so in the extremities section, you grab something under extremities pain about the left knee. And then you realize, oh, there's a lot of leftiness in here. And so you can choose a rubric like generalities side left. And then you have to look, do we really want half of my rubric set to all be left-sided? Are those the best choices? So it gives you a chance to look at what's the map, what's the lay of the land, what continent are we on before you go into the repertory. Okay, so let's start with symptoms. Something in her mental state or something, let's start, I'd like to do what a lot of teachers start and what Kent starts with, where he has you do generalities and then particulars. So generals, she is anxious and she is agitated. Good. What else? What else really comes across in her mental state? Irritability, yes. She's ready to scream because her neighbors are moving furniture and because there's kids out running in the hallway. So she has a particular trigger around the irritability, right? So she's worse from sound or noise. Okay, what else? Demanding, tell me about that. She's saying, I know I can't get an appointment today, but I got to talk to you today. This is an indication of somebody who's quite desperate, huh? Does she seem desperate to you? Impatient? Yeah, I don't think she's very patient right now. I have to talk to you right now. She is making very strong demands for help. Yeah. What else? She wants to, yeah, she's ready to kill somebody. So this is extreme. We don't know if she's being, just a little bit of hyperbole there, or if there's really something where, she's going to get a knife and go do somebody in. What else? Anything else in the mental state? What did she say about her sleep? It goes along with this, right? She says that she does not think she would be able to sleep for 40 years. Okay. What else do we know as a generality? What do we know about the etiology of her state? What has she told us? Etiology is the precipitating factor. Since drinking the energy drink. Right, so she is worse from an energy drink. Okay, and what do we have for particulars? So this is a good précis of her mental state. So if we were to choose a few rubrics about these, can each of you choose one rubric that grabs any element of this? And let's find what those things are. So it looks like we're going to be looking in the mind section, maybe in the generals section, maybe in the sleep section. How about something like mind, speech, hasty? The first thing that I noticed about her is how fast she's talking. So this is the way that that Kent would have us do this. Mind, speech, hasty. Mind, irritability, noise from. Good. Mind, impatience. Mind, sleep. Oh, no, sleep section. Sleep, impossible. That's what she says, huh? Okay, good. So we've got the impatience, the irritability. The one thing that we don't have here yet that we really need is the etiology. How do we look that up? Mind, anxiety after drink. She's got a specific kind of, you're really close, Carol, you're on the track. But she's got a specific kind of drink. Kent didn't have to worry about energy drinks, did he? How are we going to find this in the repertory? Isn't there something about being sensitive to drugs in the repertory? Yes, there is. So this is homework between now and next time, is to find how do we look up ailments from an energy drink in the repertory. And next time we'll take up again and we'll carry on with Donetta. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a fabulous week, and I'll talk with you guys soon. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Marie says generalities, food and drink, coffee aggravates. It's close. It's close. We want to find something that has the word stimulants in it. Okay? All right, guys, I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.